Young and the Restless spoilers suggests some interesting casting changes on the show fans need to be aware of, both for the week of September 23 to 27 and beyond. How will a new character change the face of Genoa City moving forward? And what are some familiar faces set to appear in the days ahead? All the details are below. The Young and the Restless spoilers storyline climax brings character returns. Y&R spoilers for the week of September 23 to 27 note that fans should brace themselves for the climax to the Sharon Newman storyline. This means Y&R viewers will see more of the Cameron Kirsten hallucination next week, starting as of Tuesday, September 24 until Thursday, September 26, as Sharon fights the anger and resentment she has toward Daniel Romalotti and potentially allows her dark side to emerge. Cameron will continue to encourage Sharon to attack Daniel, however, as it seems like this arc is coming to a close. Will this be the last week viewers see Cameron? Meanwhile, fans will also see Maria Copeland's wife, Tessa Porter, on Tuesday's show, as she shares scenes with her significant other, Daniel and Nick Newman. It sounds like all hands are on deck, as everyone tries to locate Sharon so that she do something she'll regret. Spoilers: Amy Lewis recast coming. Amy Lewis was a Y&R character originally played by actress Stephanie E. Williams from 1983 to 1988. News surfaced recently that soap veteran Valerie Pettiford has been recast in the part, which is set to become a recurring role. Amy Lewis's return is scheduled to take place on Tuesday, October 29. Fans may recognize Pettiford from the many other daytime drama roles she's been in. She stepped into the shoes of Dr. Courtney Walker on Another World from 1988 to 1990, and also played One Life to Life's Dr. Sheila Price from 1990 to 1994. Why do you think Amy Lewis is returning to Genoa City after all these years? Comment below. Watch Y&R on CBS Daily so you don't miss a moment of the drama, and check out SOS often for the most up-to-date Young and the Restless spoilers and news. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tangled Candy. It's me, Emily, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that the week of September 23 to 27 will be a big one for Sharon Newman. So let's talk about Cameron Kirsten and his efforts to push Sharon past the point of no return. On September 24, Sharon will panic over her nightmares of injuring Daniel, so she'll confide them to Cameron. The sight of Daniel bleeding in those dreams will unsettle Sharon, but Cameron will think she needs to make it happen for real. Cameron may contend that Sharon didn't hesitate to injure him when her back was against the wall and point to his own bloody shirt as proof. Although this version of Cameron is just a manifestation, he may argue that what Sharon did to the real Cameron proved she's got what it takes. Even so, Sharon may remain unsure about taking things that far now. It was one thing to handle Cameron that way when Faith Newman's life was on the line, but Sharon may struggle to do something like that to Daniel. However, Sharon will face a turning point in the September 25 episode. That'll be when Cameron convinces Sharon to explore a more sinister side of herself, perhaps with the help of some negotiation tactics. If Sharon is too freaked out by the bloody Daniel dream, Cameron might point out there are other options. Maybe Cameron will decide it'll be easier for Sharon to deny guilt and avoid getting caught if she chooses a less messy approach anyway. Y&R released a new photo of Sharon holding a bottle of what could be poison as Cameron tries to explain everything. Of course, it could be something like chloroform instead, but it's equally possible Cameron will push Sharon to just give Daniel something lethal and be done with it. Whatever the case, Cameron will ultimately convince Sharon that going after revenge is the only choice, so an emergency is brewing on September 26. That'll build to Sharon Case's 30th anniversary episode on September 27, So fans will indeed see plenty of Sharon shockers this week as we build to a wild climax. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Cameron will take Sharon to some terrible places. So stick with us for updates on all the chaos and predictions on the disturbing news to come. CVO's where you want to be for great Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. So make us your top Y&R source. CBS, The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that the tension between Adam Newman and Billy Abbott had been simmering for months, but no one could have predicted it would come to this. A confrontation that ended with blood, bruises, and more questions than answers. It all began with what seemed like a simple conversation, but quickly unraveled into something far more explosive. Adam had been waiting for Billy at the park, pacing with frustration. When Billy finally arrived, he could sense something was wrong. Adam's eyes were cold, yet burdened. "We need to talk," Adam said, his voice low. Already on edge, Billy responded with sarcasm. "What now, Adam? Come to tell me how I've ruined your life again." But this time, Adam wasn't here for their usual verbal sparring. "I'm not here to argue," he said, stepping closer. "I'm here to tell you that you need to take care of Sally. She's your responsibility now." Billy frowned in confusion. "What the hell are you talking about? Sally's fine. What does this have to do with you?" Adam clenched his jaw and looked away before turning back. "It means I'm stepping out of the picture. Sally and we're done. I won't be around anymore, so you better make sure she's okay." Billy rolled his eyes, not buying it. "This is about Sally? You dragged me here just to tell me that you're walking away? What's the catch, Adam?" Then Adam dropped the bombshell. "Chelsea's pregnant." The words hung in the air, shocking Billy. "Pregnant? What do you mean Chelsea's pregnant?" he stammered. Adam nodded grimly. "I found out a few days ago, and yeah, she's carrying a child." Billy's confusion turned to rage. "Whose baby is it? Mine or yours?" he demanded. Adam didn't flinch. "Does it really matter whose it is? Chelsea and I are together now, and that's all that matters. It's our family." Furious, Billy charged at Adam. But Adam was ready and landed a punch, sending Billy stumbling. The fight ended as quickly as it had started, with Billy standing there bloodied and stunned. Adam, regaining his composure, took a step back and said coldly, "Deal with it." Later, back at Chancellor Industries, Phyllis found Billy pacing, still fuming. Noticing the bruise on his jaw, she asked what happened. "Adam," Billy muttered. "He told me Chelsea's pregnant, and they're back together now." Phyllis sighed. "You fought him, didn't you?" Billy nodded. "Yeah, but he got the better of me." Phyllis tried to calm him. "Look, fighting Adam won't solve anything. If Chelsea really is pregnant, you need to figure out the truth. Don't let Adam bait you into making stupid decisions." Billy sighed, knowing she was right. "I'll talk to her, but if he's lying, I won't let him get away with this." As Billy lay in bed that night, his mind raced. Was Adam telling the truth? And if Chelsea really was pregnant, what would happen next? The Young and the Restless spoilers update for Tuesday, September 24, reveals that Sharon Newman will have a hard time sleeping due to the awful dreams that invade her mind. Sharon will be unsettled once she awakens and tells Cameron Kirsten about these nightmares she's been having. After Sharon admits she saw Daniel Romalotti Jr. bleeding, Cameron will think she has to make that dream come true. Sharon may resist the idea at first, but Cameron will school her about what Daniel deserves and what's going to make her feel better. As far as Cameron is concerned, Sharon has to create a new reality for herself by wiping Daniel off the map. Cameron will remind Sharon of how angry she's been with Daniel and urge her to put that rage to good use. Despite Sharon's lingering worries, Cameron will keep acting like eliminating Daniel is the first step toward letting Cassie Newman go and reuniting with Nick Newman. Other Y&R spoilers say Daniel and Heather Stevens will do some significant planning. Although Daniel previously was against Heather's proposition about moving away, it seems he'll start to see the positives on Tuesday's show. Advertisement. Lucy Romalotti has been all kinds of problematic lately, so change of scenery might be good for her. Genoa City also comes with a lot of difficult memories for Daniel due to what happened to Cassie and all this friction with Sharon. Although Sharon said all the right things in her last encounter with Daniel, he still got the feeling that she hated his guts. Daniel may still have some concerns about the possibility that Sharon will go off the rails and do something to harm his family. Plus, Daniel and Heather's savings are there are plenty of good reasons to chase a fresh start elsewhere, so it looks like that's what Heather and Daniel will decide to do. Alas, Daniel and Heather's plan to plant roots in another city may not pan out thanks to Sharon, who's close to her breaking point when it comes to Cameron's pressure. Sharon will prepare to make her final move against Daniel soon enough. Until then, Nick will determine that he has to take the lead on finding Sharon. With help from Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter, Nick will mull over where Sharon might have gone to be alone. At some point, Nick will ask Daniel for info since he was the last person to see Sharon before she bailed on GC. Once Daniel gets updates on Sharon's vanishing act, that news will worry him too. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nick will be desperate for any clue he can uncover, so stick with us for predictions on what he'll find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that the week of September 23 to 27 will be a big one for Sharon Newman. So let's talk about Cameron Kirsten and his efforts to push Sharon past the point of no return. On September 24, Sharon will panic over her nightmares of injuring Daniel, so she'll confide them to Cameron. The sight of Daniel bleeding in those dreams will unsettle Sharon, but Cameron will think she needs to make it happen for real. Cameron may contend that Sharon didn't hesitate to injure him when her back was against the wall and point to his own bloody shirt as proof. Although this version of Cameron is just a manifestation, he may argue that what Sharon did to the real Cameron proved she's got what it takes. Even so, Sharon may remain unsure about taking things that far now. It was one thing to handle Cameron that way when Faith Newman's life was on the line, but Sharon may struggle to do something like that to Daniel. Advertisement. However, Sharon will face a turning point in the September 25 episode. That'll be when Cameron convinces Sharon to explore a more sinister side of herself, perhaps with the help of some negotiation tactics, drying up since they've been out of work for so long. If Sharon is too freaked out by the bloody Daniel dream, Cameron might point out there are other options. Maybe Cameron will decide it'll be easier for Sharon to deny guilt and avoid getting caught if she chooses a less messy approach anyway. Y&R released a new photo of Sharon holding a bottle of what could be poison as Cameron tries to explain everything. Of course, it could be something like chloroform instead, but it's equally possible Cameron will push Sharon to just give Daniel something lethal and be done with it. Whatever the case, Cameron will ultimately convince Sharon that going after revenge is the only choice, so an emergency is brewing on September 26. That'll build to Sharon Case's 30th anniversary episode on September 27, so fans will indeed see plenty of Sharon shockers this week as we build to a wild climax. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Cameron will take Sharon to some terrible places, so stick with us for updates on all the chaos and predictions on the disturbing news to come. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Nick Newman is very concerned about Sharon Newman's state of mind. The current storyline touches on many flashpoints that have defined both characters and the actors who have portrayed them for 30 years. It's hard to imagine Nick being SORA'd with the recast Tomorrow 3 decades ago. That feeling is reinforced when crossover fans of the sister show, The Bold and the Beautiful, see his son, Krumaro, portraying Will Spencer. Case ranks among Y&R's greatest ever performers. Sharon burst onto the scene in 1994 as one of the brightest characters. 30 years later, Case is working on a storyline that touches the past, lives in the present moment, and opens a potential future door that was assumed closed. The Young and the Restless spoilers, going back to Madison, Wisconsin. Sharon Collins was introduced as having moved from Madison, Wisconsin to Genoa City, Wisconsin with her mother, Doris Collins. Conflict with Matt Clark helped to forge the bond between Nick and Sharon. It also established Nick rescuing Sharon, which she eventually no longer sought or wanted. As devoted fans know, Cassie Newman's tragic death came shortly after she drove Daniel Rumalotti home from a party. Cassie had no license, and her obsessive crush cost her life. That offstage decision remains one of the most controversial in this show's history, as many in the audience did not accept the loss of Grimes and the resulting split between Schick. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Where is Nick Newman today? Nick is single, like Sharon. Based on their history and the children they share, he continues to care for her. Advertisement. Looping Nick into Sharon's world has happened gradually. They have been spending more time together, as compared to more recent years, since Ray Rosel's death in the spring of 2022. There has been plenty of time to build this ultimate comeback. Fans want to be sure when an iconic couple hasn't been married in many years and has taken 2 failed trips down the aisle. The positioning of Nick directly at the center of Sharon's mental collapse is purposeful. Whether it leads to them falling back in love and following through to remarriage are 2 great leaps that have yet to be approached, let alone taken. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Schick then and maybe again. Revisiting Sharon's mental health issues has allowed the many past dramas Sharon and Nick endured to be readdressed. Inserting Cameron Kirsten into the storyline adds soapy flair with some comic relief woven into what is trending as a dark tale. Unless Case, Morrow, or both leave the cast, both will survive. So Sharon can't retaliate against Daniel as Cameron's vision tells her to. Nick is the right man to intervene, stopping Sharon before she does something terrible to Daniel, someone else, or herself. However, she might accidentally strike Nick in the process. But that could be the event that sparks a renewal of the once and possibly future Schick. After all these years, this particular reboot would be satisfying. Having that happen during both actors' milestone anniversaries with the cast would also be a nice gift to the fans who've been wanting it for a very long time. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Lily Winters is throwing all her time and energy into an alliance that's only going to burn her in the end. Lily thinks she's got it all figured out and that Victor Newman will be the partner she needs to defeat Billy Abbott at Chancellor. Of course, there's no guarantee that Victor will even be successful in taking over Chancellor to make it part of the Newman Empire. However, Lily certainly doesn't seem poised to get the CEO seat she wants if Victor indeed wins. Lily has made the mistake of trusting Victor, but family is always going to come first for him. That's why it's tough to believe Victor would ever throw out his plan to put Nikki Newman on the throne in the end. What happens when reality sets in and Lily realizes her dirty work has gotten her nowhere? Victor might offer Lily some measly consolation prize job at Chancellor or elsewhere at Newman, but she may tell him to shove it under the circumstances. Advertisement. Once this partnership blows up and Lily's a loser, the show can hopefully put her in a new storyline with a better outcome. Since Lily has been single for a while now, is a love story coming up next. The show tried to recreate the sparks of Lily and Daniel Rumalotti Jr.'s Michael Graziadei, Young Love, but pairing them up all these years later didn't really work. The magic was gone, so that's probably why Y&R had Daniel cheat and reunite with Heather Stevens instead. It feels like the ship has sailed for Lily and Daniel, who's tangled up in Sharon Newman's story as a target anyway. Lily and Billy are enemies these days, so it's hard to imagine them getting back together anytime soon either. Perhaps what Lily needs is a brand new love interest, someone she doesn't already have a history with, and someone who can propel her toward a bright future. Lily could escape all the past drama and truly move on with her life. There was a casting call for a handsome black male in the right age range for Lily a couple months back. There are also some signs that Nate Hastings might be getting a half-brother on his father's side, and if that's true, the new hunk won't be a blood relative of Lily's. Could this new character's debut lead to Lily finding real love? It would certainly be a better story than a fight for the Chancellor throne that Lily's destined to lose. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Lily will have to figure out what the future holds, so stick with us for more predictions on her next chapter and updates on any love life news. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott are testing the waters of a romance, but they seem poised to begin a real relationship soon. That's especially true if Claire walks away from her nanny job and goes back to work in the family business. Once Claire is no longer employed by Kyle, she'll feel more comfortable exploring what they mean to each other. However, Y&R fans know Claire is totally inexperienced when it comes to love. Since Claire has never been in a genuine relationship before, she'll be playing catch-up a bit here. Kyle has been married multiple times and has plenty of romantic experience, so Claire may have moments when she feels overwhelmed and out of her element. Even so, Kyle cares about Claire and will no doubt try to be patient with her. Advertisement. It'll take some time for love to truly bloom, but Claire and Kyle may get there eventually. If all goes well, could Kyle be husband material for Claire? Are Claire and Kyle the right marriage match or just another doomed couple? In some ways, this duo feels like a little like Kyle and Lola Rosales. Kyle convinced himself that he was meant to be with Lola and married her in a grand Genoa City wedding. Nevertheless, Kyle couldn't escape his true feelings for Summer Newman and ultimately ended up back with her instead. Summer and Kyle certainly have a lot of issues to work through, but they honestly feel like soulmates who are always going to find their way back together. That could mean that anyone else who falls for Kyle, including Claire, will just end up devastated. Even if Kyle goes as far as marrying Claire down the road, it may not last. It's nice to have a Newman-Abbott couple on canvas, but Claire may not be the right Newman for that matchup. Summer and Kyle still have plenty of fans rooting for their own remarriage, so we'll see if she's his true love. Kyle may be smitten with Claire right now, but our predictions suggest he could potentially lead her down the path to heartache. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire and Kyle's future could come with some highs and lows, so stay tuned for updates on any news about their love lives. The Young and the Restless continues to captivate audiences with its dramatic twists and complex character arcs. In a recent video, the spotlight is on a storyline that promises to shake up Genoa City like never before. Celebrating the 5th anniversary of Michelle Morgan's return to the show as the beloved Hilary Curtis and her new character Amanda Sinclair, fans are left wondering if a shocking revelation is on the horizon. Could Hilary's rumored death have been exaggerated all along? This speculation is just the tip of the iceberg as the video dives into the chemistry between cast members and the evolving dynamics that keep viewers hooked. Michelle Morgan's milestone and Hilary's mysterious fate. Marking 5 years since Michelle Morgan's triumphant return to The Young and the Restless, the video takes a moment to celebrate her impact on the show. Known for her dual portrayal of the fiercely ambitious Hilary Curtis and the more grounded Amanda Sinclair, Morgan's characters have left an indelible mark on the series. However, rumors swirling about Hilary's death being exaggerated have sparked intrigue and excitement among fans. Could Hilary still be alive, waiting for a dramatic comeback? This possibility has the potential to turn the storyline on its head, keeping audiences guessing and glued to their screens. The chemistry between Devon Hamilton, played by Bryton James, and Amanda Sinclair has been a highlight for fans. The video emphasizes how their on-screen partnership reflects a genuine bond off-screen, particularly between James and Melissa Ordway, who portrays Abby Newman. Their interactions bring a sense of authenticity to their scenes, creating a dynamic that fans can't get enough of. Yet, as the video points out, a couple without conflict can risk becoming stagnant. With Devon and Amanda's relationship currently smooth sailing, the writers may be poised to introduce new challenges to keep their storyline fresh and engaging. The risks of stability. Can Amanda and Devon avoid stagnation? While stability can be comforting, in the world of soap operas, it often signals the calm before the storm. The video suggests that Amanda and Devon's conflict-free relationship might soon face turbulence, as couples without drama tend to fade into the background. Fans crave the emotional highs and lows that come with romance, betrayal, and unexpected twists. If Hillary's rumored return materializes, it could throw a wrench into Devon's life, reigniting past passions and reigniting old rivalries that would keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned, a promise of more shocking developments. As the video wraps up, viewers are encouraged to stay tuned for more updates on the evolving storylines in The Young and the Restless. The promise of more surprises, dramatic twists, and character arcs that challenge the status quo is what keeps this long-running soap opera at the top of its game. Whether it's the potential return of Hillary Curtis or the brewing tensions in Amanda and Devon's relationship, fans are urged to subscribe for the latest insights and spoilers that will keep them ahead of the game. The Young and the Restless continues to thrive on its ability to surprise and engage its audience with every episode. With Michelle Morgan's milestone anniversary, the speculation surrounding Hillary's fate, and the evolving dynamics between Devon and Amanda, the show remains as unpredictable as ever. As fans brace for what's next, one thing is clear: the drama in Genoa City is far from over, and viewers won't want to miss a moment of the action. The Young and the Restless is no stranger to high-stakes drama, but the latest spoilers reveal a shocking turn that has left fans on the edge of their seats. Sharon Newman, known for her complex and often tumultuous past, is about to take a dark and unexpected turn that no one saw coming. When Faith Newman overhears her mother plotting something sinister, it sets off a chain of events that could change everything for the Newman family. Faith's shocking discovery. In a twist that shakes her to the core, Faith overhears Sharon's chilling plan to kill Lucy. The revelation leaves her terrified and unable to comprehend how her mother could resort to such extreme measures. Faith's disbelief quickly turns to fear as she grapples with the terrifying reality of Sharon's intentions. The sweet, loving mother she thought she knew has transformed into someone unrecognizable, and Faith finds herself caught in the middle of a nightmare. With fear gripping her heart, Faith knows she cannot stand by and do nothing. Determined to protect Lucy at all costs, she makes a rash decision that could prove deadly. Grabbing her father's car keys, Faith decides to drive despite never having driven on the highway before. Her inexperience behind the wheel is no match for the urgency of the situation. All she knows is that she has to get to Lucy before it's too late. Racing against time, Faith's desperate journey through the rain-soaked streets is fraught with danger. The stormy weather mirrors the chaos in her mind as she speeds toward Lucy, every second feeling like a lifetime. The young girl is consumed by the weight of the situation, knowing that she is Lucy's only hope. Her hands grip the wheel tightly, her knuckles white with fear, as she battles the elements and her own terror in a race against time. Lucy's escape and the perilous journey ahead. When Faith finally reaches Lucy, the tension is palpable. Lucy, pale and anxious, climbs into the car, grateful for the chance to escape, but unaware of the peril that lies ahead. Together, they embark on a dangerous journey with no clear destination, only the desperate need to survive. The rain pours down, obscuring their view and heightening the danger, as the two young girls fight against the odds. But fate has other plans, and the road ahead is filled with unforeseen dangers that could lead to tragedy. This shocking storyline not only reveals Sharon's darker side, but also tests the limits of Faith's courage and resilience. As Faith and Lucy face the treacherous road ahead, viewers are left wondering if they will make it out unscathed, or if this desperate escape will end in disaster. The latest, The Young and the Restless, spoilers promise an emotional roller coaster as Sharon's plan unravels, forcing her loved ones to make life-altering decisions. Will Faith's brave attempt to save Lucy be enough, or will this dangerous drive push the Newman family to their breaking point? Tune in to find out as the drama continues to unfold in Genoa City. In a dramatic turn of events on The Young and the Restless, Chelsea Lawson has made a confession that could change everything. In a stunning moment, Chelsea reveals to her best friend that she is the one responsible for Ray Rosella's sudden health crisis. A revelation that has left fans stunned and speculating about the future of Melissa Claire Egan's character on the show. Ray's condition has taken a grave turn, with doctors discovering that he has been poisoned with thallium, a highly toxic substance that has put his life in serious danger. The shocking twist has sent shockwaves through Genoa City, sparking fears and accusations among the residents. As Ray fights for his life in the hospital, the storyline has intensified, drawing viewers deeper into the chaos. Amidst the turmoil, Adam Newman finds himself in the crosshairs, initially suspected of being behind the poisoning. The accusations push Adam to go on the run in a desperate attempt to clear his name. His flight from Genoa City adds another layer of suspense, as he navigates a web of lies and deceit to prove his innocence. The video speculates on what this could mean for Chelsea's future on the show. Could this be the beginning of the end for her character? Melissa Claire Egan's potential departure is hinted at, raising questions about the impact on the cast dynamics and the storyline moving forward. As fans eagerly watch the drama unfold, one thing is clear: The Young and the Restless is delivering one of its most intense storylines yet, with Chelsea's confession setting the stage for a possible game-changing exit. Will Chelsea face the consequences of her actions, or will she find a way to stay in Genoa City despite her shocking revelation? Only time will tell. Stay tuned as this explosive storyline continues to unravel, and keep watching to see if Melissa Claire Egan's departure is on the horizon, because in Genoa City, nothing is ever as it seems. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Lily Winters is throwing all her time and energy into an alliance that's only going to burn her in the end. Lily thinks she's got it all figured out, and that Victor Newman will be the partner she needs to defeat Billy Abbott at Chancellor. Of course, there's no guarantee that Victor will even be successful in taking over Chancellor to make it part of the Newman Empire. However, Lily certainly doesn't seem poised to get the CEO seat she wants if Victor indeed wins. Lily has made the mistake of trusting Victor, but family is always going to come first for him. That's why it's tough to believe Victor would ever throw out his plan to put Nikki Newman on the throne in the end. What happens when reality sets in and Lily realizes her dirty work has gotten her nowhere? Victor might offer Lily some measly consolation prize job at Chancellor or elsewhere at Newman, but she may tell him to shove it under the circumstances. Once this partnership blows up and Lily's a loser, the show can hopefully put her in a new storyline with a better outcome. Since Lily has been single for a while now, is a love story coming up next? The show tried to recreate the sparks of Lily and Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s young love, but pairing them up all these years later didn't really work. The magic was gone, so that's probably why Y&R had Daniel cheat and reunite with Heather Stevens instead. It feels like the ship has sailed for Lily and Daniel, who's tangled up in Sharon Newman's story as a target anyway. Lily and Billy are enemies these days, so it's hard to imagine them getting back together anytime soon either. Perhaps what Lily needs is a brand new love interest, someone she doesn't already have a history with, and someone who can propel her toward a bright future. Lily could escape all the past drama and truly move on with her life. There was a casting call for a handsome black male in the right age range for Lily a couple months back. There are also some signs that Nate Hastings, St. Dominic, might be getting a half-brother on his father's side, and if that's true, the new hunk won't be a blood relative of Lily's. Could this new character's debut lead to Lily finding real love? It would certainly be a better story than a fight for the Chancellor throne that Lily's destined to lose. The young and the restless spoilers say Lily will have to figure out what the future holds, so stick with us for more predictions on her next chapter and updates on any love life news. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the latest updates and developments from the young and the restless. Today, we're diving into a thrilling new plot twist that showcases a fierce confrontation between Tucker and Adam, both vying for the affections of the captivating Sally. Tucker, a powerful player in the business world, has always been known for his cunning ability to manipulate those around him. His latest appearance reveals a clear hostility towards Adam, Victor's son, as the tension escalates with Sally now in the picture. The relationship between Tucker and Adam has been rocky from the start, but with Sally's presence, it takes on an even more intense dimension. Tucker doesn't just hint at his animosity. He boldly warns Adam that he intends to win Sally's heart and will go to great lengths to protect her. This declaration signifies a silent war, with Tucker positioning himself as a formidable adversary. Adam understands all too well that Tucker is not to be underestimated. His determination can lead to devastating consequences for anyone who stands in his way. Despite Adam's deep feelings for Sally, he recognizes the complications their relationship brings, especially with Tucker lurking in the shadows. His love for her is genuine, transcending mere attraction, but the challenges they face are daunting. The ghosts of their pasts and the tangled web of family dynamics in Genoa City constantly threaten their happiness. As Adam grapples with his feelings, he knows he must outmaneuver Tucker to protect Sally from his dangerous power plays. Meanwhile, Sally, a strong and ambitious woman, never anticipated becoming the focal point of such a fierce rivalry. She loves Adam, but is acutely aware of the peril that comes with being involved with him, particularly with Tucker determined to intervene. Tucker is no simple antagonist. His promises of protection come with hidden motives. Sally finds herself caught in a conflict she never wanted, forced to consider whether to align with Adam or find her own way to navigate this treacherous landscape. The question looms, will she choose Adam, or will she seek independence in the face of this escalating rivalry? The clash between Tucker and Adam is set to unleash a wave of drama. Tucker will employ every tactic to win Sally over, not just to undermine Adam, but to solidify his own status in Genoa City. Adam, in turn, must devise a strategy to safeguard Sally while resisting Tucker's manipulations. The stakes are high, and the threats are real. Tucker's ruthless reputation ensures that his words carry weight, and Adam will face his toughest challenge yet. As the narrative unfolds, the tension mounts between these two powerful figures, promising a captivating and unpredictable storyline. Will Adam succeed in protecting Sally, or will he watch as his world crumbles around him? Genoa City. Stay tuned to our channel for all the latest revelations and intricate developments in Asterisk, the Young and the Restless Asterisk. We're committed to providing you with comprehensive insights into the drama, relationships, and twists that keep fans hooked. Don't miss out on this thrilling chapter of the saga. Subscribe for all the updates. The Young and the Restless continues to serve up intense drama as tensions rise in Genoa City. In the upcoming episode airing on September 24, 2024, the pressure of running Chancellor Industries takes a toll on Billy Abbott, prompting a surprising power shift that could change the future of the company. As Phyllis Summers steps in with her own agenda, old alliances are tested, and new threats emerge, setting the stage for a series of dramatic confrontations. Billy Abbott struggles, losing his edge at Chancellor Industries. Billy Abbott finds himself overwhelmed by the responsibilities of leading Chancellor Industries. The stress of managing the company has drained him of his usual spark, leaving him struggling to maintain control. Once a vibrant and passionate leader, Billy's weariness is becoming increasingly evident to those around him, and his once bold decisions are now overshadowed by doubt and exhaustion. Phyllis Summers takes charge, a bold move with big consequences. Seeing Billy's decline, Phyllis Summers steps in, taking the reins of Chancellor Industries with a bold and unexpected move. Phyllis urges Billy to step back, take a break, and focus on rediscovering his happiness, a suggestion that is as controversial as it is strategic. Her takeover is not just about helping Billy, it's also about positioning herself at the helm of the company, setting the stage for significant changes ahead. Lily Winter's outrage, distrust, and power struggles. Phyllis's sudden intervention does not sit well with everyone, especially Lily Winters. As Billy's former partner, Lily is furious over Phyllis's takeover, questioning her motives and her right to interfere in the company's affairs. Lily's distrust of Phyllis adds fuel to the fire, sparking a heated confrontation that puts their opposing visions for Chancellor Industries in the spotlight. Sharon's dark side, Lucy's troubling discovery. As the power struggle unfolds at Chancellor Industries, another unsettling storyline is brewing. Lucy finds herself in the middle of Sharon's increasingly erratic behavior. Overhearing Sharon's ominous plans, Lucy begins to realize that Sharon might pose a threat to those she loves. The unsettling nature of Sharon's actions raises alarms, suggesting that she's spiraling out of control, with potentially dangerous consequences for her family. The future of Chancellor Industries, Phyllis's ambitious vision. While Billy grapples with his personal and professional crises, Phyllis is busy strategizing her next moves for Chancellor Industries. With her eyes firmly on the future, Phyllis is determined to reshape the company in her image, hinting at bold decisions that could alter the corporate landscape in Genoa City. Her takeover marks the beginning of a new chapter, filled with uncertainty and intrigue. A clash of titans, what's next for Y&R? The September 24 episode of The Young and the Restless promises explosive developments as the battle for control at Chancellor Industries intensifies. Billy's struggles, Phyllis's ambitions, and Lily's fierce opposition all set the stage for a dramatic showdown that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Meanwhile, Sharon's unsettling behavior casts a dark shadow over the unfolding events, hinting that danger could be lurking just around the corner. As the characters navigate these high-stakes conflicts, alliances will be tested, and new power dynamics will emerge, making this episode a must-watch for fans eager to see what's next in